Hey service professionals, we wanted to take you through our diagnostic codes on our dehumidifiers and what these codes actually mean. Our goal for this troubleshooting video is to walk you through the diagnostic codes that you may see presented on your Aprilaire dehumidifier and what those codes mean and how to move past them. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. Let's take a look at diagnostic code E3, remote control communication loss. If the dehumidifier is showing an E3 code, it means that it was configured to work with a remote humidistat.
I'm going to be brutally honest with everybody right now. The most common problem with this is setup. So before you call us and we laugh at you, I want you to make sure that you've got the control set up the right way. So what might you have wanted to do here? Well, you might have wanted to run the 76 in external mode, but when you set up the control, you set it up to operate in remote. If you do this, it's going to fire back at you that E3 diagnostic code. So before you do anything else, before you get out the screwdrivers and disassemble everything, make sure that you've programmed the user interface to run correctly.
If the dehumidifier is using an on-off style humidistat, go back into the setup menu and disable the remote setting and enable the external setting.
All right, so you've verified that everything is set up the right way, but you're still getting the E3 code. Now it's time to check the actual connection between the dehumidifier and the Model 76.
Turn off the dehumidifier using the power switch. Remove the cover of the wiring terminal block on the dehumidifier.
Things you want to look for. You're going to make sure that you've got the wire stripped properly so that you're getting good contact, and then you want to make sure that those contacts are secure. So you're going to check the 76, make sure your terminals are screwed down there, as well as on the dehumidifier itself. Make sure you've got a good connection and everything is secured. Okay, so you've checked your connections, you've checked the wire, everything seems good, but you're still getting that E3 diagnostic code. Now it's time to actually step this out a bit. First step that we want you to do, make sure your wires aren't crossed between your terminals. So
locate the A, B, plus, and minus terminals. Note the color of the wire in each terminal. Next, compare that to the color of the wire in the same terminal at the remote dehumidistat. Make sure the colors match at each end and that the wires are snug in the terminals.
If these things themselves are correct, now it's time to make sure that the wiring that we're using itself doesn't have a problem. So to do this, we're going to actually remove the Model 76 from the wiring, and we're going to disconnect that wire from the dehumidifier terminal block. Get a new short run of wire and reconnect every terminal and cycle power on the unit.
If the E3 code returns, the problem is with the humidistat and it will need to be swapped out. If the code does not return, the problem was with the wire and it will need to be replaced. So if you have any questions, we want you to contact our tech support 1-800-334-6011, or if you need additional information or resources, please visit our contractor-only website, www.aprilairepartners.com. With that, thanks very much. Have a great day.